What's happening, YouTube? Where is my gadget? 7 o'clock in the morning. I actually slept in. I mean, I've been up for a couple hours, but for me, I slept in. You know what the cure is for a good night's sleep? Exhaustion. I mowed the same shit that I mowed the day before in one day that took me 2 days. The thing with the gizmo, the snow blower, when you don't have a lot of snow, you crank up the speed, it scoops up the snow faster, and the machine can handle it because it's not a lot. And it works better actually, because I think it needs some kind of vacuum, right? It needs to be all full up with snow, and then it really spits the shit far. So anyway, I was able to move faster yesterday, so I got twice as much done. But that's twice as much fucking work. I don't give a fuck if I'm moving faster or not. I did 2 days worth of work in one fucking day. Except for one little patch that'll take me about an hour, but oh yeah, hey. Would you like to see here? Would you like to see the weather at Johnny O's spot? Can you see? Minus 12. It was minus 13 not too long ago. Minus 14, minus 4, minus 7, minus 4, minus 3. And look at the highs, 4, 3. So, and I got more snow coming. I can't move. Not to mention the way things are going. Something don't sit right with me right now. You know, everything was screaming at me to get the fuck out of here. And things were falling into place, looked like it was going to come together real quick, right? Because I knew trying to move in this weather would be a fucking nightmare. And I'm not doing it, right? And like I said in my last video, if I hear from that fucking real estate agent, I'm not putting the house on the market, and unless he's got a really good explanation why he's fucked me off the way he has. See, the thing is, when him and I spoke, he was asking me, so what happened? You know, why are you selling? He goes, because people are going to ask, right? He said, that's probably going to be the biggest deterrent. Why is he selling it? He's only been here a year. Why is he selling it? And I said, it's easy. You just tell him I'm going back to California. He goes, exactly. That's what I'm going to tell him, because that's a good reason. And it's the truth. I said, exactly. So as we were coming up with a plan to sell this place, and you know, when it came to pricing and, you know, across the board, I said, yeah, I need so much to make this move happen. But if the money's not there, it's not there. I go, I'm not going to just sit here and put a high price on the house and not sell it. That's stupid, right? I go, it doesn't do anything for you and it doesn't do anything for me. And so we talked for a couple of hours at least, right? He went through every building. And you know, he told me about his family, about what he's all about, and so felt like there was a personal connection there, and beyond just being my real estate agent, right? And he was friendly. You know, most people up here give me the cold shoulder, and one word answers. You ask somebody a question, they just give you one word, right? They don't want no conversation from the kid. Most folk up here, right? It's one of the reasons why, fuck this place. But for all I know, Mr. Real Estate Agent looked up my videos and been watching my videos. Howdy. And if that's the case and that's what spooked you off, too bad for you, right? I don't know what else to say. You know, when I was speaking to the real estate agent, whether he watches these videos or not, I got the impression we were friendly, right? And it just, something just doesn't sit right. So anyway, enough of that nonsense. As I sit here at 12 below zero outside with the heat cranked and the wife beater on, drinking my coffee, trying to figure out what my next move is. See, my gut instinct tells me the country's going to come apart at the seams here real fast. And I really didn't want to be stuck in Wisconsin all by myself if things get sideways, right? Not to mention, I haven't been well received in this little town, and my big mouth, I ruffled a lot of feathers in this town. I know I did. And so, staying here, that's a long shot. I know there's people out there, you know, misfits out there that don't want me to move, and I got, you know, quite a few people like, dude, you're crazy, man. It's a beautiful piece of property, blah, 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 blah. But motherfucker, you're not sitting here all by yourself trying to get all this work done all by yourself. Trying to start a charity all by yourself. On limited funds, right? I need to set up a charity. I need to set up a nonprofit. I need to do so much stuff that I can't do, that I need help with. And I got no help here. So, I'm in a tight spot, right? For me to stay, I would need help, physical help. You know, book smart help. I'm not hiring no fucking attorneys up here, right? With the way things have gone, I mean, look at this real estate agent situation. The way things have gone for me up here, I don't want to hire nobody up here because people aren't very friendly towards me. And once again, I'm just trying to start a charity. You don't have to like me, but you need to show me respect. I give everybody up here respect until you ruffle my feathers, and then it's fuck you, right? I'm quick to run my mouth. Sorry, I'm broke like that, right? I got that from Mom. Mom had no problem telling somebody to fuck off. As a matter of fact, her saying was, you know how to fuck? Good, go fuck yourself. People don't like the way I talk. It's the way I grew up. You know, I figured out what killed this channel recently. It was all my pedo talk about the fucking trolls, calling trolls pedos and all that bullshit. That really hurt the channel. People get scared off when I start talking crazy talk like that. But you didn't have my life. You didn't grow up the way I grew up. I had nobody to stick up for me. I had nobody to watch my back when I was a kid. I didn't have a dad. I didn't have a big brother. When I had beef, it was all on me to handle it. My little brothers had beef at this junior high school that they went to in South City with a couple of Samoan kids in school. And Samoan kids are big kids, right? So I don't know what went down. I told my brothers, I said, I'll be there tomorrow. Whoever you got beef with, you tell them to meet you at the back of the school and we'll take care of this. Nobody showed up. The school heard I was coming and nobody showed up. Cool, right? That's what you want. You don't want violence, but you want your respect. My brothers didn't get picked on anymore after that. That was when we first moved to South City from Redwood. So, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me, or we will not interact. End of story, right? I will cut the ties. I will slam the fucking door. I will fuck you off for life if you disrespect me. You tuck tail and come back with an explanation and an apology, we can hug it up, right? There's been plenty of times where I fucked up, and I hope I get the chance to say sorry and hug it up with a couple of people, for sure, back when I was drinking. I owe a handful of people a heartfelt apology, and if I get the chance to, I will give it to them. Face to face, man to man, or man to woman, whatever the case may be, right? You got to owe up to your mistakes in life. I heard a very wealthy and a very wise person recently on a YouTube video, and they were talking about, I think it was on Rogan, and the dude was talking about what life's like in your 30s and your 40s, in your 50s and your 60s, right? How different it is. And then he started saying when you get into your 50s and 60s on up, you start thinking about your legacy. What are you leaving behind? You know, charity. And the dude was spot on, right? I didn't think this way when I was a young man. I wish I did. It's more true to my character. It's more true to who I really am. But when I was a young man, I fronted. I didn't want people to know I was broken. I don't want people to know about my foster homes and all that shit, right? That was private shit. Now I don't fucking care. As a matter of fact, I run my mouth about that shit, hoping to get somebody to listen to what I'm saying and help, right? There's a lot of wealthy people out there that do care, that don't trust people, right? I get it. And those are the ones I need to find. That's what this dude was talking about. Wealthy people. That's what it was. It was Rogan, an interview with that fucking soft white underbelly dude. The dude that goes around interviewing all the homeless people. The photographer dude. Rogan and that dude, I'll try to find that video and I'll link it below. Rogan and the soft white underbelly dude were talking about, you know, how do you cure homeless? How do you help the people off the streets? You know, the fucking politicians are getting paid $250K a year to fucking sit there and do nothing while this homeless problem just explodes. And he was saying that California, the state of California, I forget the amount of money, but it was in the billions of dollars for money to go towards this problem. And when I was talking to Dave Dog, I said I could cure it in one easy move. You build housing for the homeless, or you get fucking dilapidated houses, whatever the fuck. You find a real home and you give it to a homeless person for free, and you tell them, you have to maintain a job, you have to pay taxes every year, right? Just like a working Joe dude. You get the house for free. We'll give you the fucking house, as long as at the end of the year you show us your tax returns. And if you got no tax returns, or if you got some sorry ass tax returns and you only worked 100 hours in the whole fucking year, you're out. But if you maintained a full-time job and you filed taxes at the end of the year, you get to stay there for free. And then once you've done that for 10 years, we'll give you the fucking house. Otherwise, you're out, and we'll put someone else in there that will earn that fucking house. See, now you give a homeless person a home of their own. You give them the motivation to go to work every day, because at the end, in 10 fucking years, they'll have their own home. It's all I ever asked for as a kid was a chance. And when I said I turned 18, you fuckers can't fuck with me no more. I will have mine. And I did. A lot of mistakes. A lot of fucked up shit. But I still kept a fucking job. I got a fucking pension. And now I'm in a fucking house. Trying to set up a charity. You gonna come up here, little girl? I raise my voice at the fucking gadget. My daughter comes to make sure Papa's okay. Come on. How many times in how many of these videos does she come crawling on my lap when I'm hooting and hollering at this fucking gadget? I didn't call her over here. She was in bed. So, my motivation to do what I do, my motivation to be in 13 fucking below zero. These dogs. My build out on this property was going to be all internal, right? So these guys don't have to walk in the fucking snow. Right now, I take them outside, they can't stay out long because their feet start hurting. Mine was limping, and as soon as I got in the house and got her feet thawed out, she was fine, right? And so I got to go get them the little fucking booties to put on their damn feet to walk in the fucking snow. This environment's harsh for dogs, right? I should have, anyway, I should have done a lot of things in life, but irregardless of what I should have done, it's what I am doing now, right? Me and these doggies are gonna set up this fucking charity, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know when it's gonna happen. You know? I know, baby. There you go, there you go. But it's all I think about. How can I make this happen? How am I gonna move? What am I gonna do if I stay? Etc., etc. It's on my brain all day, every fucking day. And once again, stuck here by myself. Anyway, just a quick update as to my nonsense, what's going on. It's brutal. It's fucking brutal. You know, the system has worked against me my whole life, right? Shitty social workers, shitty foster parents. Poor mom, she was a wreck. She tried. She did. She was broken. And she got lousy help from the system, right? I see it all now. But when you're a little kid and you're living in it, you don't see these things, right? I didn't understand mom. I wish if I could have one wish, realistic wish, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a long talk with mom, so I could ask all the questions. Stuff about my dad. Stuff about her dad, my grandpa, right? Our family. Her childhood. So many questions I got from mom. Anyway, I'm gonna get off the gadget. Much love and respect from me and Kimba and Mayan. You know how we do. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best with the rest. I will keep you informed as to what's coming. I know there's a handful of people out there that care. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. The saga continues. What can I say? Do not let the kids hear my bad language. And we'll talk soon. Peace.